What's up, guys? It's K&M Live back in here again. Today we got an interesting clip with a guy saying that, um, giving his opinion about the world hating good, genuinely good people. We're not gonna play the full video, but we're just gonna play a clip of a piece of it, and then we'll discuss it and give our thoughts on what we think about it. All right, let's get into it.
And the world attacks genuinely good people. And the thing is, genuinely good people are needed. You can't get anything done without genuinely good people. Things need to be created from some kind of good place. So people are going to try to suck you dry. They're going to try to steal everything they can from you possible, so they can, make their build their empire off you. Look at Thomas Edison and Tesla. You know, Tesla, chosen one, spiritually leveled up, genius, whatever. Thomas Edison, narcissist, sociopath, manipulator, and Thomas Edison stole all of Tesla's ideas and manipulated Tesla and dragged Tesla through the dirt. And that's what happens, unless you're at where I'm at, where it's like you're not going to do that, and I'm not going to allow that to happen, and we're going to both stand on this bridge, and I'm going to push you off the edge. And that's how it is with narcissists in my life. I'm serious. Narcissistic coworkers, whatever, they thought they were going to pull this crap with me, and then whatever. They quit, they get fired. I freeze them out. I don't talk to them because I know the game. I know the game, and let me tell you, like, don't let people freaking you steal your good work or profit off your good work or profit off what you do, because that's what they're going to try to do. And they're going to try to attack and destroy your self-esteem, make you not feel good enough, overwork you, tire you out, constant demands, whatever. It's what they're going to do, and it's what the world is going to do to you. And you have to kind of say, you know what? You're not my boss, world. God is my boss. And you know what? If you don't believe in God, that's fine. I'm not going to force that, but just say goodness is my boss. Morality is my boss. The truth is my boss. Love is my boss. Ethics are my boss. Whatever. I mean, you need to have some higher principles above you, something like that. I personally believe in God, but you got to strive towards something greater, because these evil people of the earth, they only strive with ego and carnality. They don't strive for any higher ideals above them. It's all this ego.
Well, Earth is, genuinely evil. I mean, if you believe in religion or anything like that, that's in the scriptures that Earth is considered evil. And that's why you practice religion, so you can ascend to higher heights in the afterlife, if there is an afterlife, right? But just wanted to give the guy, I don't think this is something that's talked about enough, honestly. I want to talk about a personal experience of what he's talking about, especially um here in the States, especially. I'm not saying there's obviously like um other countries don't do the same thing. I'm just saying that we're going to talk about the evil behaviors that are practiced here, cuz I obviously was raised here, born here, and work here, right? I was working at this security job, right? Working at this little factory. This was not even that long ago, and basically, um one of the security guys of the other company was telling me what was told to him from upper management about how to deal with the workers coming in, clocking in and stuff like that. They got to go through security first before they can get on the work floor. And basically they were telling him like, "Oh, you got to put pressure on their neck. You got to yell at them. You got to be aggressive with them. You got to let them know that they won't be able to work here if they don't follow this and follow that." And he looked at them like they were crazy. And shout out to him. Not gonna name drop, but he's an African guy. He's from I don't think Nigeria. I think he was from Ghana. But either way, dude was cool as hell, right? He's like, "Man, do you know that these people will kill you?" It's a lot of foreigners that will delete you. Let's just put it like that. There's a lot of foreigners that worked over there, So a lot of them aren't technically complete US citizens. So they felt like because the security people were all US citizens, that was like a requirement. All the security people had to be US citizens. So these unethical behaviors they tried to push onto these people is due to the fact that, you could link it to not being a citizen or whatever, but it's just the fact of why do you have to be aggressive in that approach to get people to follow the lead, you know? And
Hmm.
I'm pretty sure there's other companies who practice the same thing, but they just don't say it out loud. But they do use force when necessary. That's okay, but it's just like having to talk to people like that and deal with people like that on that kind of level, which will end up building animosity, is like, how do you expect to have a good workplace or have a healthy company, thriving company when you have to deal with people in that kind of manner, you know? Um I wanted to give a little that was a short story for a point that he made about that. Um, but my main point on this is that even in media or in our movies and shows that we watch, generally good people, what's the saying? Bad things happen to good people, or the way to hell is paved with good intentions. All these sayings, right? It's kind of like
Well, you can't have the good without the bad. So
right, exactly, and that's the thing, and it's like it's just the fact that here, s- even like I said in the movies and the shows, it seems like bad behavior is congratulated if certain people do it. It's like one person can get away with doing bad, but the other person can't. You know what I'm saying? And it's kind of hypocritical in that sense that society allows certain people to get away with certain things, but then will turn around and condemn the somebody else for doing the same thing that this person did, you know? And it's just kind of like, how do you expect people to be moral and hold tight to these rules and respect the community when you got other people like that running around and nobody's holding them accountable? They are being held accountable to some degree, but not to the degree that I think that they should, you know.
well, you gotta understand that, especially when you have good intentions, or or you consider yourself, at least a decent person to society and other people. You gotta know people are going to notice the type of energy you exude, so that brings in attention, whether it could be good or bad. So you gotta understand that when people notice you have, especially you're a good person, and you have talent on top of that, and someone else is in the same field or wants to have something similar to that, they're gonna have to latch onto you like a parasite in order to find out, further to find out stuff about you, put their hand out as a friend, but knowing they have that knife behind your back, and also want to extract some type of any type
Wants
of
to get
knowledge from
something
you.
from you.
Yeah,
Wants to
what
get
type of
something.
knowledge or something to gain from it? Because obviously they couldn't do it themselves, so they're going to try to push themselves onto you in order to get what they want. And the thing is that when you try to put people in a position where you're trying to show kindness and stuff like that, those type of people don't regard it, because you were just a tool to be used and discarded. And that's something that was going to be meant for you to to build a relationship within long term. You were just a short term purpose for that individual. So you gotta understand that people see those type of things in good people, and once they know, you don't, you kind of a people pleaser, or you
You
trying
don't you
to,
don't have boundaries. You don't
you're
have
not, noticing they having the boundaries. They're gonna keep inching on you in order,
encroaching. Yeah.
yeah, and to the point where it's gonna hard for you to say no, or it's like you already started something, so in your mindset, once you start something, you want to finish it. So you're gonna have to establish some type of boundary that that, yeah, I could be nice to you, we could be cool, whatever, but I'm gonna lay these boundaries down so you don't go too far in thinking just because I'm so called good that you can just keep taking advantage of me. So
Right. Another big thing is like that's why I subscribe to the philosophy of like I said in boxing, protect yourself at all time, and it applies like I said in real life. no matter how good or bad as a person you are, everybody has to defend themselves, um and it's kind of like it puts this mindset that everybody's out for themselves basically. It's like, what can I gain? And I think this goes in the concept of takers and givers, right? People who give to the world and people who take from it. So you just have to find your balance in between that. But I think y'all should go check out his video. He makes a lot of other good points on it, but we just wanted to give our 2 cents on it. And I think, like I said, it's just one of those things you learn to accept as you get older, but it's when you're growing up you don't look at it that way. That's the part that's tough to some people, depending on the environment you grew up in. You don't really notice that type of stuff until you get older. And then by then, if you didn't put certain things in place, you kind of just got to deal with it no matter where you at. You just got to learn to deal with it. Whatever way mentally compartmentalize issues. You gotta just find a way to make it work for you. But yeah, that's all we had in this video. Yeah, we can get out of here.
So you have any comments you want to say about the video of what he said, or comments of what we said as well? You leave it in the comment section down below. And also help us to get 2K subscribers. We're almost there. We want to make sure we can at least get it before the year is over. That's one of our goals. And also want to support us through the merch. You can also purchase that. And we have that in the link in the description down below. So once again, we appreciate you guys for watching this video. Like, comment, subscribe. Don't forget to hit the notification bell if you haven't already. If you guys have any recommendations or feedback, you hit us up on our social media or email down below. And we see you guys in the next video.
Peace.